Hey guys, my name is Emily. Today I'm going to be showing you how to paint this full moon night sky with watercolors. So let's get started. For a complete list of my supplies, just check out the description below this video. So let's talk about supplies. For best results, you do need a high quality watercolor paper. I recommend 100% cotton. For this particular project, I'm using Saunders Waterford 140-pound cold pressed watercolor paper, size 9 by 12 inches. I've also used some painter's tape to tape around the edge of my paper to create a size 8 by 10 opening for easy framing. Just as a side note, make sure the tape is firmly pressed down to prevent any paint from leaking underneath. I'm only using 4 paints today: Daniel Smith Indigo and Lamp Black, Core, Phthalo Blue, and a Winsor Newton White Gouache for the stars. My brushes are a 1-inch flat wash, and I have a couple of number 8 round brushes, and then for the tiny details I'm using a size 0 round brush. You'll also need 2 jars of clean water, a toothbrush, a mechanical pencil or some kind of pencil, and something round to trace the moon. You'll also need paper towel and a spray bottle. Decide where you want your moon to go, and then using your mechanical pencil and round object, lightly trace on a circle. Squeeze some paint onto your palette and lightly spray it with your spray bottle to activate it and just to make the paint a little more workable. Using clean water, wet the entire paper, carefully painting around the moon. It should be glossy, but not sopping. Make sure there are no puddles. Using a large round brush, add a little bit of water to your phthalo blue, grab some paint, and quickly paint around the moon in a circular motion. Once you've covered your entire paper with phthalo blue, rinse your brush and load it up with lots of juicy paint using indigo. Start from the outer edges. You can water it down a little more as you come towards the moon. You don't want it to be as dark where the moon glow is. Don't worry if it looks a little messy. We'll be adding another layer later. As this begins to dry, you can start adding some details to the moon. Use a clean, damp brush to carefully soften the edges around the moon. Using a very light touch, and you can use any reference photo for the craters in the moon, paint the details, but don't go too dark. I'm going to let the painting dry for about 10 minutes now. Once it's completely dry, it's time to add the second layer. I'm using my 1-inch flat wash brush, quickly adding in another juicy layer of indigo. Add a little more water to thin the paint as you close in on the moon. Lightly smooth out any unevenness. Be careful not to use too much water, as it can cause backwash and the cauliflower effect and some unwanted splotches. Use a clean, damp brush to lift some paint around the moon, retaining that beautiful blue glow. Touch up any edges as needed. Time to finish the moon details. Cover the moon using your cup that you used to trace it, and use paper towel to protect your outer surfaces. Using the white gouache, wet it with a wet toothbrush. Holding your toothbrush, you can pull with your thumb towards the palm of your hand to gently splatter on the stars. Whoops! If you make a mistake, don't panic. You can fix it with your blue paint. Add as many stars as you want. Use the smallest brush, the size 0 round brush, to add a glowing effect to the stars. Use Lamp Black or any dark watercolor to paint the trees any way you want. Try not to make the branches too symmetrical. In nature, we see mostly asymmetry. So it's especially beautiful when the branches are crooked and curving. My favorite part is removing the tape. So satisfying. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. I'll be releasing new videos every week, so be sure to check those out. And thank you for watching.